What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back with another super fun and cool video for you guys. I think you're gonna like it. You probably already know what this video is about because I'm sure you've seen the title and the thumbnail, so let's just jump into this real fast. What we have here is a 1982 Ford F150 XL. I don't know what engine's in it. I don't know if it runs. I don't know anything about this truck yet other than what you guys saw when we did the Copart walk around with this truck in it. Now, we'll start out with, I bought this truck for $775. It came out to, it was $1,065 out the door. Did I overpay for it? A lot of you are probably going to say yes, because it's just an old, beat up, rusted out truck. No, this, again, score again. This is a one owner, 76,000 original miles truck. This is an F150 XL, 1982, dual tanks, long bed, single cab. I'm not sure what engine's in it, but we're about to find out. She is not rusted at all. The body is in great condition, and the paint, I think if we send it for a good buff and detail, a wax and polish, I think this paint is going to come out looking phenomenal. So will the interior. This one I'm probably going to send to the Auto Spot LLC for a proper detail. We've got mud daubers everywhere, everywhere. But look at this seat. The original seat in excellent condition all the way across. The dashboard, good condition, slightly broken up over the speaker area, but the rest of the dash is in great shape. We have a license plate with a 2013 date on it. We have a beautiful door panel, power windows. I mean, it's dirty, but it should clean up. Power windows, power locks, all of it works. Look at this steering wheel, this beautiful wood grain, still intact. The horn button, cruise control, guys, air conditioning, right? We have air conditioning, we have dual tanks, we have the AM FM radio, a digital date and clock, and the coolest thing on this truck, I think, is right here. This is a tachometer. A tachometer. I have had a lot of these old Fords, never had one with a tach ever. Super cool. Now, I think it's time to find out, does it run? And on top of does it run, you might want to know what size engine is in it. I'm guessing this is probably a 5-point slow. I'm sorry, I meant a 5.0. Oh, I'm gonna get the Ford people mad at me. Whoa, this hood doesn't want to stay up here. Let's, oh, you know what? You know what, it's missing the spring. Look at that. The spring is gone there. So this hood is hanging on by one spring right there. Okay, good to know. She's, guys, look at the mud daubers all over here. All over here. And we got mud daubers in here too. Look at this. Another mud dauber nest right there. It's probably hard to see, but down in there's another one. So we're definitely going to want to get this air cleaner off. Where is the engine coat? Here it is. Let's find out. It is. That's going to be a 5. Whew. Oh, wow. She's going to be a 5.0. Yeah. Yep, engine displacement 5.0. All right, that's fine. Would have been nice if it was a little bigger, but let's take this air filter off first thing, because you don't know what in the heck has gotten up in there. So we'll get, come on. Get that off. Got this, I don't know, hose. It doesn't want to come off. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not broken. Okay, it's not broken. It just clips back on. Let's see if we can take this whole thing as an assembly off. There we go. Hey. Hey. Ooh, watch out now. Oh, let's see what she's looking like in here. This looks pretty... Whoa. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at this. A rat's nest. Or a mouse nest, whatever, right there. We got a mouse nest up in here. All right, so I'm glad we took this out. I'm also glad it's got an air filter, because we've got a mouse nest and mud daubers in here. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm just gonna set this in the back of the truck. There's mud daubers all over the engine. You will not believe how clean this is. Ooh, dusty, man. How clean this engine is. It still has blue all over it. The valve covers, the dipstick. Look at that intake manifold. It's hard to see, but surely you can see all that beautiful Ford blue underneath all of that dirt and dust. I don't feel any coolant. None. That's okay. I've got coolant. We checked the oil and trans before at Copart, and it does have both, so I'm not concerned about that. It's a cute little engine, and honestly, I think if you put a lot of degreaser on it and spray it, this engine will probably come out looking wonderful. Now, we have a fuel filter right here, and I'm going to bet that fuel filter is probably dead as a doornail. I'd be willing to bet it's all probably just rusted, corroded, and done for. But we got a nice little 2-barrel carb right here. Yeah, nice little 2-barrel electric choke. I think, you know what I'm going to do? And a tiny little battery. We still have the battery hold downs and everything for it. This thing is in exceptionally good condition. I'm just going to do what we shouldn't do. Let's throw a jump pack on it. Let's dump some gasoline down the carburetor, and let's see if it does anything. So we've got the jump pack on it. I've got a gas can, and for good measure, I filled it up with coolant. I don't expect that it's going to run, but it might. And in case it runs and decides to start chugging along on its own after priming the carburetor, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the gas tanks are probably nasty. Everything's probably nasty, but you never know. So we're gonna set the camera down here, and I'm gonna tilt this down just a little bit. Hopefully you can see. I'm gonna make an attempt to dump a little bit of gasoline down the carburetor. And when I say a little bit, I mean just a tad teensy weensy. Oh, whoa, whoa. Yeah, that ought to do it. The guy's starting to feel like Vice Grip Garage out here. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Will it run? Take your bets now. Better comment. Comment right now. Do you think it'll run, yes or no? I'm thinking it will. I'll bet this thing was just parked. Somebody got too old to drive it or something, and okay. Here we go. Oh, wow, look at all the dust flying out from under the hood. She ran. She ran. She ran. Oh, there's change down here. Look at this. We've got a nickel from this is dated. I don't know when it's dated. Oh, wow, 1994. This is dated 1994. What do you think? Yeah, it probably won't start again. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, yes, it did. Come on, girl. Come on. No. There's your tank selector, front and rear. When I put it on front, the gas gauge goes down. When I put it on rear, it goes up a little bit. How much you want to bet she's not getting any fuel to the carburetor at all? It's a mechanical pump. The pump may not be working. It could be the selector switch. It could be there's like this selector, not just the switch on the dash, but on the frame rail down there, there's the deal that changes tanks. It could be that. It could be a clogged filter. But I'm going to put my bet on this mud dauber covered fuel filter here. I'm going to bet money that if we crack that off real quick, there is nothing going on in there. Let's find out. All right, I dumped some gas down the carb. We're going to go ahead and fire it up again. I've disconnected the fuel line. Fuel line's disconnected, and we've got nothing coming out of it at all. So it's not the filter. I thought maybe that filter was clogged up. Definitely not the filter. I went ahead and put maybe a gallon-ish into the front tank, and we've got it flipped to the front tank, but nothing is coming out. So the fuel pump sits way down here. Underneath, it's behind all that. You won't be able to see it. So I guess we could start looking underneath, see if we got any leaks, which I don't see anything pouring out from under this right now. Wow, look how good the suspension is, guys. This is another reason I believe it's only 76,000 miles. Look at the suspension. The boots are still good. Look at this. Boots are good all the way through. Ball joints, solid. Top, solid. Everything under here. Here's the body mounts. This is the core support mount, frame to core support. Still in good shape. Your rubber bumper right there for bottoming out, still there, still in good shape. Okay. Oh, let's see there's the fuel pump. There she is. I may be able to get you up there. Right? Well, you can't see it. There it is. The sun's in your eyes, but there's the fuel pump. Boy, she looks fun to get to. All right, now we're under the truck. And honestly, look, there's the original catalytic converter and the original heat shield. Still there in good shape. No rust anywhere. Look at these frame rails. So right here is the device that's responsible for switching the fuel tanks from front to rear. It's been a long time since I've worked on my back in the grass, guys. I kind of missed it, I'm not gonna lie. All the hoses look good. The metal line running to the front looks fine. These rubber hoses actually look good to me. I don't see anything here stopping this thing from running other than maybe, just maybe, that's the front tank. I don't know about you, but she sounds empty. I haven't even moved to the back tank yet, but maybe what we need to be doing here is going and grabbing some gas and seeing if that makes any difference first. All right, so after being gone what seemed like hours trying to get things done, I finally got everything I should need to get this running on its own, including an electric fuel pump with a maximum 6 PSI with a filter. So if worse comes to worse, we should be able to connect the electric fuel pump to the fuel line and just drag it past that mechanical fuel pump if the mechanical fuel pump has failed. I also got 5 gallons of 91 octane fuel. I figure we can put a couple gallons in the front tank and see if we're drawing fuel using the fuel pump before we go wiring and plumbing everything up just to get this bear running again. I need to put some vice grips, or no, I got something I can hold this up with. I don't want to go the electric fuel pump route, but I will if that's what it takes to get this truck running and moving in this video. So yeah, I went out and spent probably unnecessary money just to have everything here for you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw a couple gallons into that front tank, and we're going to see if when we crank it over, we've got any fuel pressure. Well, I didn't get a whole lot in there. I'm just kind of curious at this point what the fuel tank shows on the front tank versus the rear tank. So we'll put the key in and just turn her over real quick and see where things are sitting. All right, I do see the fuel gauge moving when it's switched to the front. It's actually, I almost wonder if someone had drained all the gas out of this, man. Like she's sitting, she went from under empty to dead empty. If you put it on rear tank, it starts dropping back under the empty again, I think. No? No, it's actually still sitting on the empty. Okay. I don't know. Here's what I know. I just put a little bit of gas in the front tank. Let's see if we can get the mechanical pump to spew any of that all over the engine. That's got to be residual fuel from earlier, although I'm not sure how. All right, let's take a quick peek and let's see if we have any residual fuel. Nope, still nothing. Still dry as a bone there. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good at all. I was really hoping we would have gotten something out of this. Maybe I should put some in the rear tank and let's see what the rear tank does. All right, I'm pretty sure we're not getting anything from the fuel pump, so I poured just a little bit of gas down there to see if we could kind of force that fuel pump to start working and spewing some fuel out of the fuel line up there. As you can see, she's running. And nothing out of the fuel line. Well, that's starting to sound like either the fuel pump is bad or we got something else going on. So as much as I didn't want to do this, it's about time to hook up the electric fuel pump and see if we can get her to do something. All right, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. If you ever got a fuel problem, you can't get fuel coming from your tanks and going to your engine, right? You can reverse the flow by using an electric fuel pump and a jerry can. All right, put some fuel in it, run the pump sucking out, and then plug the end that's pumping into your fuel line that goes through your fuel pump and then back to the back of your car. When that happens, you should be able to look under, and if you have a leak, well, you should be able to see it. Fuel, if you have an air leak somewhere, well, generally once this is pressurized, it will push the fuel through here, and when it finds a leak, it will start spewing the fuel all over the ground. Unfortunately for me, there's no leak. There's no fuel coming out of here. So this could mean, uh-oh. No? No? I don't see fuel coming out anywhere. Okay, so what this would lead me to believe is we might have a clog. We might have a clog in the fuel line going back to the tank. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Interesting. This is a first for me. This has never happened before. Usually when I do this, fuel shoots out, I find the leak, I replace the rubber hose, and down the road we go. All right, so since we can't get the fuel system to work properly, we're just gonna kind of feed it. We are dripping a little bit right here. I'm gonna keep my eye on this very closely. It should be enough to get it going. Main thing is we're not pouring fuel out of the bowl vent here, so we should be good. I've tapped on it a little bit. Hopefully everything is not stuck, and we should be able to at least get it to fire up and run under its own power here for a little bit with external fuel system hooked up. Let's just pump the carb a couple times. There she is. She runs perfect, guys, just like I told you she would. Remember, she hasn't been running in many years, so you're gonna have to give her a little while to get used to having fuel in her. That fuel filter is probably in pretty rough shape. She's running though, guys. She's running. 76,000 original miles. She's charging. Look, the alternator's sitting here at 15 volts. This is enough. We could put this in the cab and take it for a little ride, assuming the brakes are working. See, she's trying to clear up, man. This is the most this thing's been run since 2013. And the damn thing is smooth once you give it a little gas. That didn't sound good. All right, let's see. Does it go in gear? The brakes feel a little questionable. There's reverse. Yeah, the brakes are definitely questionable there, guys. I shut it off. I hear something rubbing on the fan, and I think I dropped a wrench down there somewhere. Let's see. I don't know what the hell that is. It's just a belt. Belts actually feel pretty good. Yeah, she's definitely leaking a little bit down there, guys. I'm gonna have to tighten that up, and we'll double check everything and give her another try. All right, guys, let's give her another try. Tighten some things up over here. I don't see any fuel leaking anymore. We don't want fuel leaking on the engine while she's running, so she ain't running the best, but like I said, she's been sitting since 2013. We'll have to figure out the whole fuel system thing later. Yeah, she's I mean, the throttle is so good on it though. I mean, you barely give it any gas and she just... Well, guys, we may not be able to take her on that drive today. The brakes feel awful squishy, and she's oh, look at that. Look at that. I almost wonder if she's shoving fuel straight through the carburetor and into the intake, man. I mean, let me take a sniff. Woo! Wow. Yeah, that's something. It could be dumping fuel down the intake manifold. That may be part of the problem right now. She may be choking on gas. I've tapped on the top of it here just to make sure everything is freed up. And we got a hose here disconnected, but that's just for the vent. Other than that, man, I don't see any main vacuum lines disconnected over here anywhere. She's running though. I'll give her that. She's running. She's just not too terribly happy. I guarantee you she's going to run through that in no time at all. I think I'm just going to let it sit here and idle for a little bit, guys, to see if it gets better as she runs. We got good oil pressure, battery's charging, and she's idling on her own. I mean, as soon as you give it some gas, man, she is good. So we'll sit here and let her run for a little bit, see what she does. You guys, I got good news. Well, I got bad news and good news. I was standing here and fuel started shooting out of here. I expected this. I was hoping for this. This is what's happened many, many times before. When a car has been sitting a long time, fuel pump, diaphragm, everything kind of just, you know, dries up. This thing ran for, I don't know, 5, 7, 10-ish minutes, and she started shooting fuel out of there. You know what that means? That means she is now sucking fuel from the tank, which means we can take all this electric gizmo crap off and we can hook her up to her factory fuel system, and she should run on her own. Guys, I'm losing daylight, but I think we may just have this done enough that I can call this video complete and be happy with it. We've got the factory fuel line hooked back up again, and this will be about the time that it decides it don't want to run off the factory fuel pump anymore. We are on the rear tank. We don't have much gas. We got some. Uh-oh. Well, I'll be dipped, as Vice Grip Garage would say. Oh, she shut off. She got unhappy. She was happy a minute ago. She's not anymore. Oh, my booster pack is dead. No. Come on, man. Come on. I don't need much. I don't need much. Justin will just crank it over. She'll run. I guarantee it. Come on, come on, come on. She's running off her own fuel now. She's running off of her own fuel. Oh, I'm happy. I am so happy. Electric fuel pump is down here. It's not hooked up. You can see there's no other hoses. She's running off of her own fuel tanks. She's still not running great. She's getting better though. She's getting better because this thing was sitting here just shaking like crazy. It's running a lot better, but boy, look at the smoke, man. She's I think she's just running real rich. Real rich. Ooh, I almost want to take it for a drive, guys. Should we take it for a drive? I think we should take it for a spin. I'll let this thing warm up a few minutes. Let me clean up my mess. Look at that, 15, 16 volts. Damn. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna close up shop on this. Take it for a quick ride and see how she does up and down the block. All right, guys, we're gonna try it out, man. No gas. There's drive. About to find out the tranny's any good. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh no! The trans isn't shifting. The trans isn't shifting. I wonder if that could be because of the kick down lever. I accidentally broke the spring to this like kick down. It's like a kick down cable, but it's a lever. You know what I mean? Yeah, I broke it, and I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it not shifting out at first, or if the transmission was just bad. What a bummer. No, I'll tell you this though, guys, she rides great. She really does. She rides very good. The brakes are working. They don't sound happy, but they're working. No, we're gonna have to turn around. I don't know where the hell I am. Yeah, let's flip the old girl around here because we're lost. Well, we got reverse, so that's good news. Yeah, I don't know, man. All I know is that it runs and it moves, and I'll tell you what, guys, if I gotta put a trans in this, I'll put a trans in it. 100%, I'll put a transmission in this. She's worth it. Yeah. Oh, I got dinner on the table. I gotta get home, man. Whatever that lever is, there's a rod under the hood attached to the carburetor, and it's like a kick down or whatever. It is not functioning because the spring broke, and with that spring broken, that lever just kind of fell. All right, let's get her back to the house. Temperature's not warming up yet either. Oil pressure's still good. Tack bounces around from time to time, but I think you can see it right there. I think it's accurate right now. It's gonna take her a little while, guys. She's gonna have to come back around. We're gonna have to put some fresh gas in it and some other things, but yeah, she's not shifting. All right, well, we'll pull her back in. Maybe bring her over here a little bit. Boy, it'd be nice to be able to pull my trailer, wouldn't it? Oh, you can smell all that old crap burning off of it. For sure. All right, guys. I think that's about a wrap. We got somebody swimming out here? Dang, son. You all right?
Yeah,
You got water?
I got water out my nose when I jumped in.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Swim time. Guys, I need to go check on this truck. I left it sitting in here running and forgot about it. Not good, Randy. Not good. Well, she's still running? Oh, wow. Listen to her purr. Whoa. Okay. Oh, I see you, old Ford. Old body style F-150, man. Listen to her purr. She was shaking and spitting and sputting earlier. Look at her now. Guys, these videos are going to be strung out over the next, several days, but let me tell you something, man. I did all this in 2 days. Yeah, well, 1 day, technically, 24 hours. Yesterday to today, 1 car, 2 car, 3 car, and I got every single one of them running and driving. Although this one isn't driving quite right, it's still driving. It counts. Look at her, man. Come over here to the exhaust. She was smoking earlier. She's not really smoking anymore. Listen to that exhaust. Wow. Wow. I am so impressed with this one. We're gonna come back soon. We got a lot more work to do on on a lot of cars, guys. But I think I'm probably, I don't know if I'm most excited about the F-150 or that little Plymouth Colt over there. But I can tell you this, I am damned excited. I don't think temperature gauge works. What do you guys think? Nope. I've been running it off of both tanks too. Both tanks appear to be working. She'll run off the front. She'll run off the back. Listen to that. Do you think she'll start back up? There's your wipers, high. There's low. And believe it or not, this thing has intermittent wipers. That's off. And there's intermittent wipers right there. Intermittent wipers. Can you believe that? How cool. Even the radio.
That aren't members, Communist Party back, Free Self-Patriotic Association.
You hear digital clock. And yes, the blower works. Air conditioning does not turn on, but the blower works, the heat works. Power windows and locks are, you know, they're working. They're working, but they need freed up a little bit. I'd love to find 2 hubcaps for these back wheels, just like the hubcaps on the front. I would really like to find hubcaps just like those for this. Guys, I'm so happy right now. I'm beyond happy. I think the plan for this is to get this headache rack off. I want to get that off of here. I really do. And then I want to hopefully get the AutoSpa LLC to do a full interior, exterior. I know you can't fully correct the paint on this because there are scratches all over the bed. It was used, man. This truck was used, but she's not beyond looking good. There is a lot of scratches, but I think with a little bit of care and treatment, this thing could look really, really good. I don't want to put paint on it. I think that white top right there with the blue and the blue stripe right here, I don't want to lose that, man. I don't want to lose that. This truck is absolutely beautiful just the way it is. And over here we got the Tibby. We got the Tiburon. She's looking nice, although I've been using it as a shelf. I've got a slave cylinder for it right here. Brake fluid, we got to get that done so that it can be driven, man. This is a good car right here. Really good car. See, the clutch is working. It's running. Look at her. Woo! Not bad for $800, huh? 800 bucks? Yeah, I'll take this all day long for $800, guys. Let me tell you. All day long for $800 in a heartbeat. And then before we go, I'm just curious if the old Vista, the old Plymouth Colt Vista, this one's gonna need a real cleaning. It's just gonna need a real cleaning. And I haven't replaced batteries in any of these cars, guys. They're on their original batteries. Look at that. Headlights and everything, man. I think somebody's got them backwards. You know what I mean? I think one of those headlights is wired up backwards. But look at that. How about that, right? This one is running on the original gas that came with it. She's still running on her original gas. We got lots more content to come. I think the last thing we'll do before we get out of here is let's shut the truck off, see if it'll start back up. I 100% guarantee you it will not. She'll be dead as a doornail. No? Yeah. She's dead as a doornail. That's fine, guys. That's fine. I know it's a little dark. The footage is a little grainy. Look, this is an original Ford floor mat. And you know what's under it? Beautiful floor. You can't see it. Beautiful seat. Beautiful truck. All right, before I go, I need your help with something. Some of you folks out there may have a little more experience with kickdown cables, right? Because it doesn't shift, but the kickdown cable is supposed to be, I think, right here. All right, I think the kickdown cable is supposed to be right up against the throttle, which would be there, but instead the kickdown cable lays way back there. It's not even really hooked up to anything because the spring is right here and it broke. All right, there was a mud dauber nest on. I was smacking the mud dauber nest and the spring broke. So now the kickdown cable just flopped back. I don't know where that kickdown cable is supposed to attach to. I don't know, guys. So if you could do me a favor, if you could maybe draw me a map or send me an image or something of what that is supposed to look like to Auto Auction Rebuilds with an S, autoauctionrebuilds@gmail.com, I would truly appreciate it so I can get that kickdown cable hooked up. Comment below and tell me, will that kickdown cable being slacked off like that cause it not to shift out of first? I don't know. I checked the fluid. It's got fluid, and the fluid looks okay. But I need to know that will that kickdown cable just laying all the way back like that, will that cause it not to shift at all? Because she don't shift. Now, I didn't try to rev it up real high because she's been sitting for a long time, but comment below and tell me if you know if that kickdown rod there will prevent this thing from shifting. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get out of here. Share the video with your friends, man. Please share the video. Surely you know somebody would love this old truck. Share the video with your buddies. I would truly appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the content, and don't forget, I'm on TikTok now. Ugh, and I'm truly not excited about it, but this seems to be something everybody's doing, and I'm like, all right, I better get in. Let's see what happens. So I'm brand new to TikTok. You can find me over there. I wonder what my name would be on TikTok. Auto Auction Rebuilds. That's right. Go over to TikTok and search for me there. In fact, if you're wondering what the profile picture is, it's that blue truck right there. You can't miss it. I'm the only Auto Auction Rebuilds over there, and that'll be the profile picture. So go follow me over there, man. As soon as I get 1,000 followers, I can start applying for monetization, I guess. I don't even know if TikTok pays well at all, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. So big shout out and thank you to all of you for watching the video. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, Auto Auction Rebuilds. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. We got a lot more to come. I'll see y'all very soon in the next one.